Wanted to shoot a quick video about the dual fuel tank setup on the Ram cab and chassis. This is a 3500 2022 model year cab and chassis. It's a crew cab, 60-inch cabbed axle, four-wheel drive, max tow package. When I was looking at purchasing one of these or ordering one, something that there wasn't a lot of information about online, and you can kind of find if you pick through the forums, but wasn't totally certain until I got it, is how the plumbing all works for the dual fuel tank setup, where the front tank is a 22-gallon tank midship, and then the rear tank is a 52-gallon tank at the rear of the vehicle. And there's a skid plate under the rear tank. It's a plastic skid plate. So the way these tanks are plumbed is that the engine is always drawing from the 22-gallon tank. I'm guessing that's kind of a legacy or holdover from the trucks, I think specifically the tow trucks that are equipped with just the 22-gallon tank. And then the 52-gallon tank at the rear, there's an automatic pump in line that when the front tank gets to 3/4, the transfer pump automatically engages and moves fuel from the rear pump or rear tank to the front tank until it gets to some level above 3/4, and then it shuts off. I'll lower this down off the lift in a minute here, and we'll take a look at what the gauges look like inside, and we'll go from there. We have a transfer tank on the bed of this truck for refueling tractors around the farm, but something that we did go ahead and do is just plumb an inline pump from the transfer tank into the rear tank, so that the rear tank can always be kept topped off if needed. Just set up a little momentary switch in the cab to fire that pump off. Works pretty well if you need to transfer fuel on the go. So in the driver information center, there are options to scroll through. One of those is fuel economy, and that's where you actually have your breakdown of front tank versus rear tank. So that's separate from the actual fuel gauge itself. The fuel gauge seems to just kind of take an average of what's in both tanks and show you like a total level. If you want to see the more granular fuel detail, this is your view you want here. When the front gets to 3/4, you'll see this little fuel tank levels disappears and transferring shows up across there. So you do know when it is transferring. And like I said, I don't know exactly how much it transfers at a time, but the mechanism is that it moves fuel from the rear to the front, always maintaining 3/4 of a tank in the front until you're out of fuel in the rear. While we're in here on the topic of fuel, for anyone interested, if you're plumbing up a transfer tank on the rear, you want to tie it into your front or rear fuel tank. Looking for a good place to mount your switch or your gauge. I did a lot of thinking around about center console versus like under the dash, and what I ended up coming up with was tucked into this little cubby with the little coin holders and stuff. Push the button, transfers fuel, and then gauges right here. And then the actual transfer pump itself, the GPI pump, is just wired into aux 1. So now I can go out back and pump fuel if I needed to. So it seems like that's a pretty clean, tidy place to put it. Tied it into the dash lights so you get your light behind there. And overall, pleased with how it works.